Live at Moneycontrol, I'm Manisha Gupta, and the focus point today is about the sugar prices, where in the global markets we've seen nearly 4% of gains in the last 1 week. For the Indian markets as well, the festival of Holi now is due in the month of March. So ahead of that, there is some strong sugar buying that we notice and has been reported in the northern part of India, especially. It also is about a bit of concerns going forward when it comes to the crop next season as well. There is a bit of a delay when it comes to planting of sugarcane in Maharashtra and Karnataka. To talk all things sugar, we are now joined by Mr. Prafful Vithlani, President AISTA. Mr. Vithlani, hi, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, on the sugar demand itself, I mean, we do know that there's not too much that's happened in February, but March brings in Holi with it. What is the kind of demand on ground that you're looking at?
There are two factors, Manisha. One is that season gets over. We are left with 15 days or 1 month sugar season to be closed. So the extra supply from the mills, we don't have capacity of finance to hold the stock export or to stock export that get lower side. And the temperature in India is getting high and high. So climate change or whatever may be, from every first week or second week of March, the consumption goes up. Now this year there will be around 2.5-3% more consumption because of the general election also in the month of March, April, May. I think the May end is over because the meeting gathering for the political parties consuming more tea or alcohol or even soft drinks and everything. That will have more ice creams and all these consumption. Maybe around 3% more than the last year, particularly because of the general election. Less supply from the producers who were selling more than the release mechanism. And of course, the marriage season, is going very over place, highest place. So it's all will consume 3% more.
Mr. Vitani, the global markets also have seen a bit of a gain come in. How are you reading this 4% of a jump up in last 8 or 10 days?
Yeah, in the international market, there are some good research house report that 24-25 Brazilian production will be lower. Even India, there is a concern that our production may not be the same what this year it is. Or even the peoples are not expecting government to permit for ethanol production. That type of research also we are getting. So concerns are there, and we are not looking any positive step. But government, the way farming is increased. So if the cane plantation is taking place between this March and May, that can make some comfort to India that we might get 1 million ton of ethanol to be producing next season. But very clear thing is that today, this season, we are likely to have 2.5 excess housing stock than the last season. Because opening stock was 5.5 million ton. The expectation of my association is around 31.6, in the total 37. 29 we are looking as a consumption and 8 million ton as closing stock against 5.5 of the last year. So if we have 2.5 additional, so we can say that 1 million metric ton, we already have asked the government to allow production of ethanol as soon as possible because after season over, if it is allowed, it will be of no use and export to be reviewed in the month of June or July.
Well, absolutely. Those things will come as they will. But Mr. Vithlani, there also is concerns within Maharashtra where the mills are holding a higher stock of ethanol. The reviews that as we were anticipating in the previous months really didn't come in as the street was anticipating. And the second is that the crop or the production is higher in Maharashtra and Karnataka, higher than what were earlier expectations of. So with this extra stock or dead stock as it is called lying with the mills and the kind of losses that the mills are staring at, what is the way forward on this one?
See, this is like, government have under the concerns that season of 23, 24 sugar will be produced less, and they will be sorted during general election. So yes, it was during that period, and the government step was taken to stop the production of ethanol at 1.7 million metric ton. But certain sugar mills didn't understand actually what government want to say. They understood only one thing, that production of ethanol will not have any impact on the policy of marketing buying this ethanol. So two of the mills and somebody else, they have produced more ethanol. Or it's about penny items, like hardly maybe in India it is around 2,800 crores of worth this thing. This is small quantity amount of these rupees. But the thing is, they are the flammable this material. Like they want to take maximum risk onto the fire and everything. So that's making uncomfortability to the sugar mills, which which were not aware that OMC will not buy small quantity. Sometimes we ban the exports, but the sugar or something commodity which on export is banned, buying on the port, they are being allowed afterwards. Afterwards, it is a small quantity of something.
Right.
So these people, everyone doesn't have really facility, and they are getting some problem of getting RS and marketable to the distillery. So if small quantity Sakasham or Maharashtra Sakasham, chairman has written to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to consume this, which is around 900,000 crore in Maharashtra, and we can say 1,800 crores around the rest of India. So that solution is a dead stock. It will be dead stock till November, December, when the new season starts. But before that, it is a property of India, and government should consider very positively and allow OMC to profit from small stock whichever is there, marginal, that will be get exhausted, and there will be no risk of fire or anything.
That is well understood. Well, that is something to look forward to. But a final question, Mr. Vithlani, and this is about the sugar prices going forward. What's your sense on that one for the Indian markets? Do you see demand increasing, and do you see some support on prices from there?
I am sure of the demand increasing. See, there are two things of production going down. One is the less plantation by the farmers of the cane. Then second, whenever any commodity is need to be sold below the cost of production, at that time the cycle work its own, because that ultimately affect the farmers. Today, what Maharashtra is selling around 2 rupees below the cost of production, and that will make the financial crunches ultimately to payment to the farmers. We wish that no sooner the general elections are over and new government maybe whichever may become, they they just control the release mechanism and allow the domestic price. If my sugar can be exported, if rupees 48 rupees for export, and I am still doing donation below cost of production at 33, 34 rupees, that economy cannot work. Never. So I personally looking at, yes, you can pressurize the price, median price and everything till May, and that's fine. But after election, the projections for the next season and everything, psychology will work according to their own way.
Well, yes. There's a lot of things to watch out for, pre-elections, post-elections, and then of course there is festival demand to watch out for. But in the meanwhile, the markets also are staring at various concerns here. But at this point in time, the festival demand definitely seems to be bringing in some cheer. Mr. Vithlani, as always, thank you so much for joining us and giving us a
Thank
sense
you,
of the
Manisha.
commodity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.